M&A TV welcomes Chris Heckert, Managing Director at Generational Capital Markets. Chris, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your company and what you do specifically.
Sure. So we are a sell-side M&A advisor. We help small businesses here in the U.S. and Canada sell their businesses and transition their families' wealth and time, and take the next step with that with the business and with their family.
And what makes you guys stand out?
I would say one of the things that we do best is working with families on that transition plan, finding the right buyers, and then helping them get multiple groups interested at the same time and help them make a decision that works best for them and also generates the most amount of income for their family.
You recently had an interesting transaction involving a Chinese buyer coming here buying from a rural business. Talk to us about that, please.
Sure. So, this was a smaller manufacturing business here in rural North America in the Midwest. And it was bought by a $100 million Chinese-based buyer, which typically you don't expect those types of businesses to be bought by foreign investors. And sure enough, that was the group that eventually was able to provide our client with the transition that they wanted, but also help them grow. The buyer has been interested in expanding their manufacturing into the U.S., and so not only were we able to achieve the client's goals, but we're able to bring tons of new jobs to the area, which was hard hit by the recession, and also bring millions of dollars to the community to help expand the operations and again continue to add jobs.
And speaking of new jobs, you took part in a panel, you were an expert on a panel called Manufacturing in Motion. Let's talk a little bit about the trend in onshoring, bringing jobs back to America. Do you think that will happen?
I've seen in the deals that I've worked on a trend in onshoring. Certainly it's a limited amount of deals that we've worked on, but what we have seen is that made in the USA is becoming something that is important to both consumers, but then also the OEMs that many of our clients are working with. People want to say that they're manufacturing in the States. Even foreign companies, for instance, the deal I worked on in the rural city, one of the main drivers was buying a business here in the States where they could manufacture and say, even though we're Chinese owned, we're still manufacturing here in the U.S. and it's a made in USA product. And so certainly I'm seeing quite a bit of interest in that type of arrangement.
What sectors are you seeing the opportunities in regards to manufacturing?
It's a pretty broad sector. I mean, I'm seeing automotive-related businesses. I'm seeing manufacturing in retail, going out to stores like Walmart, who's obviously made a big push to buy domestically. And so, yeah, those are the two areas that I'm seeing the most.
Chris, I'd like to thank you so much for sharing your insight with us.
Thank you very much.
TV. Great to see you.
Thank you.